Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki don tok say the reopening of Edo State College of Agriculture and Natural Resources go boost government efforts to diversify the state economy through agriculture. Governor Obaseki talked this one on Friday for the pre-college opening and agri-business stakeholders meeting for the new rebuilt Edo State College of Agriculture and Natural Resources for Agric of your Southwest Local Government Area of Edo State. A contact said them don upgrade the institution to world standard and say the college go get 3 campuses for Agric, Agenebode and Uromi. A constant talk said the new college go groom knowledge and skills for the state and increase youth population wey go drive government vision, boost food production and grow economy because agriculture na backbone of Nigeria economy, no be all here as people dey talk.
This occasion is 2 in 1. First, we decided to use today's opportunity to invite our investors in Edo State who have invested in agriculture in our state. We decided to invite them to come and see what we have built for them and to solicit their support to carry this institution forward. Our role as government is to enable things happen. Government does not act for itself, it acts for the people it serves. You're all aware that agriculture is the backbone of our economy, not oil. And it is becoming clear with what is going on today that for us to have food sufficiency, to have raw materials for industries, we must produce. Let me thank Green Hills at this point and Dufil, the makers of Indomine, for the aggressive investments they have made in the last 2 years in Edo State. That is transforming the cassava value chain. In Edo, we don't talk, we act. So people can be, having seminars and addressing and making promises across the country, but here we can show you what we are doing live.
The governor constituted them to allocate almost 17,000 hectares of the great forest land and fresh land to new set of investors and say many of them don't start to develop their own, but they never signed the final MOU agreement and say not they surprised and they calling government MOU government. A constitute say government not be farmers because they don't know how to farm, but as government their role not to support and encourage people who know how to farm and who won't farm and say Ingo award the contract for the 2 other campuses so that Ingo open them before he leave office for November 2024.
Today, we're here with our investors to come and meet the community and begin the process of interacting with this school so that you can help us sustain this institution that is so badly needed in the state. We also wanted to use this opportunity of having some of you investors who have worked very, very hard and tirelessly with us over the last 2 years to create Africa's largest oil palm program, the Edo State Oil Palm Program, which we call ESOP. The first phase of that program, which was focused on the Oriomo axis, has now been completed, and the final completion will be done here today in Ovia, so that Ovia people know that if they don't give us the land and welcome us, they will be losing out. So it is strategic to say, the things we did in Oriomo, let us come and sign it in Ovia. And then see how Ovia people cannot bring land so that we can also bring investors here. We have allocated almost 70,000 hectares of degraded forest land and fresh land to a new set of investors, many of whom have started their work developing the nurseries, but we have not signed the final agreement with them. So we're using today's opportunity for you to see us sign the negotiated ESOP agreement with these investors, so that our people begin to see that, yes, we sign MOUs. They say we are government of MOU, but let them now see what MOU produces. For us as a government, we're very clear. Government is not a farmer. Government cannot be a good farmer because government does not know how to farm. So any government that says it's taking money to farm just wants to deceive the people. The role of government is to support and encourage those who want to farm and who know how to farm. And that is what we're doing. And how have we done it in Edo? The first is access to land, because you cannot farm in the air. How do you give land, accessible land, so that people can use? Some of our investors here have gone through some very painful experience in the past. So what we have done as a government is not just to issue CFOs to them, is to work with them and the communities to bridge the gap so that the investors can go into those communities peacefully and interact with the communities so that the communities can see that there's mutual benefits when people bring investments and allow those investors do well. If the investors do well, the communities will do well. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to us, my colleague politicians. Let us not play politics with our communities. Because what will happen is that these investors will go to areas where they do not have stress or problems. Communities must be welcoming. Don't be deceived by what we politicians do. When elections are coming, we come in and stir up crisis. Oh, these people have come, they want to take your land, and all sorts of nonsense they say, because they want to continually leave those people in poverty. The other role of government is, now that we have given you land, now that you have brought your money and technology, what about the people that will work for you? Many of these investors have to go to other countries to bring people, managers, specialists to come and work in their farms in Nigeria. I mean, why should that sort of thing happen? Because we have not trained our own people. That is why, as a government, we felt that let us put our money in building an institution like this that will be attractive to young people who want to make careers in agriculture. This is only a part of what you have seen. When you go to the other section, we have experimental farms. Whether it's poultry, piggery, ranch, real farms, we have them on that side. Because this is a school, like someone said, to train people practically, not just for certificates. But the fact that government has started or invested in this institution, this is the best we can do. Build the fancy blocks. But these blocks in themselves do not translate to quality manpower. What will give us the quality manpower we need to support you is you, the investors, participating in the governance of this school, helping us define what you need, helping us create the opportunities for the intakes to be able to have the exposure in your farms, so that while they are in school, they are already used to what is going on in the workplace. And you're already creating a path for work for them, so that by the time they are leaving here, they know that there's a job waiting because they've interned with you once or twice already. You know them and they know you. It is one college of agriculture, Edo State. Yes, this is the headquarters. This is the Agric campus. We have procured the equipment for the Uromi campus and the Agenebode campus. We wanted to finish this as a pilot, and we are going to award contracts for those two campuses, and hopefully before I leave office, it's not hope, I'm not hoping, I want to assure you, before I leave office on November 11th, 2024, we will open those two schools.
Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security Stephen Henry contrary salute to Governor Obaseki when he take build a college like this and say the college will improve training of technocrats for agricultural development for Edo State and Niger.
Let me, with all profound humility, welcome you to the pre-opening ceremony of the Edo State College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Agric, to realize His Excellency's audacious vision to establish an institution based on the highest international standard, striving for excellence in research and teaching, serving as a magnet for the most talented students and faculty, and making a real impact on improving the training of technocrats for agricultural development in Nigeria. Let me thank our amiable governor, Godwin Nogagase Obaseki, for the transformative gift of this beautiful and state-of-the-art campus. What was once planted as a sapling is now all green into a large tree. We are all on our way towards success. Let me remind us that the former College of Agriculture and Agric and Agric were closed down in 2017 and 2018 respectively due to the poor learning facilities, as offices and classrooms were an eyesore and devoid of any physical attraction. Students could not relate to and were not proud of their environment under which they were required to learn. Thus, the closure of the former college was to enable government restructure it. The plan was, and still is, to open 3 new schools under one college: the School of Aquaculture and Marine Studies in Agani-Boda, School of Environmental Studies and Wildlife in Uromi, and School of Agricultural Engineering and Technology in Agoriaki. Today, we are proud to say that we have some of the most imposing structures and learning facilities on any monotechnic campus or even university campus in Nigeria. The college, be to take off in September this year, will be a model for anyone or group wishing to establish vocational college in terms of state-of-the-art facility needed in such institution.
Consultant for the college revamp, Professor Oluwafemi Balogun Kontok say the reopening of the college will attract more investors and boost agricultural development for the state, and say the MBTE accreditation team will soon visit the school to accredit the programs.
Your Excellency, sir, we thank you for the opportunity given to us to also visit one of the best known Agric university in the world, Penn State University, particularly their extension service, which is rated as the best in the world. We have imported the ideas gained there to give you your dream College of Agriculture in this nation. It is a veritable example of what a committed, dedicated, passionate leadership can achieve, even in difficult circumstances. Mr. Governor, for this institution, which is unique in all ramifications, today, Mr. Governor, we'll be engaging with the major players in the agri sector in Edo State. The engagement will happen in the institution. The plan is to introduce these major players to the institution and get their buy-in in terms of support for the continuous growth and development of the institution. Also intends to get every stakeholder to be committed to employing graduates of this institution. They are done with their studies. This institution is intended to serve as a ready source of quality personnel for our vastly expanded and continuously growing agri sector in Edo State. In point of fact, the plan is to constitute the governing board of the institution with as many of the major players in the agri-business in Edo State as possible, so that they can see this institution as their own.
Other Muge people wait and that for the event. Constant Talk say,
I belong to Green Hills Agric Products Limited and I'm the MD of the company. We are setting up a state-of-the-art cassava to ethanol production facility at Ubaratin Reserve, Walagbo State near Benin. You know, the kind of support what we from the state government. Absolutely grateful to to the state, Edo State, and particularly Excellency the Governor. And we are set to commission the project by 30th of this September.
Personally and corporate-wise, it's very delighted to be here this afternoon and see what this has turned around to be. I remember very well what we saw when we made a physical tour of the facilities that were on ground at the time that the architectural drawings were being put in place. And also I remember very well the agitations of some of the members of staff who believed that what was being done was not in the right direction. And then there were quite a lot of discussions that it will take some patience and it will take the belief to see what was being driven. So to stand here today and then be part of the story thereafter is very elating.
What we are seeing here today, we're very, very happy that this has come to life. Sir, I want to say this. It was before now very difficult for us to get some workers with a little level of agricultural practice. We have to travel way to Calabar, Benue State, everywhere to get workers. We are very close here. We are your neighbors. But with this today, we know that we will not travel very, very far. And I promise you that we will patronize this college every time we are called upon. And we also know that this college will patronize us with skilled agricultural workers.
My agency, which is an agency of the Federal Ministerial Water Resources, hosted in this state, is very delighted associated with you and all your dreams for the people of Edo State. This institution is one in which we are also going to collaborate, especially in the integrated farms that we have set up, about 4 at the last count, in different parts of Edo State. I am sure we will work closely with the students and faculty in promoting research and promoting the food security across our country.
I'm standing here representing my CEO, Dr. Mrs. Lilia Dongo, who is unavoidably absent, and she actually expressed her regret for not being here. Here, we are here invited as one of the agro-investors in this state. As a matter of fact, Rubber Research Institute of Nigeria have been partnering with this institution for over 10 years. I want to put it on ground that over 250 of our present workforce are graduates from this institution. And as a matter of fact, the institute actually had a vision about this curriculum. We have a curriculum in place that brings to mind how to project the requirements in the rubber industry for our farmers. And this curriculum is still very much on ground, and the institute is very much prepared to collaborate actively with this institution to adapt to this curriculum.
Our group is manufacturing group, has been long in Nigeria. We are venturing for the first time in agriculture in Edo State. So far we have developed in Odigi axis 10,000 hectares of land. We put oil palm, we put cassava farm, and we also have processing facility of cassava flour with the capacity of 600 ton tuber per day. I want personally thanks to Governor, because when we are venturing for the first time, we have been getting great support from Governor and also Edo State government. And seeing the College of Agriculture, I think we come to the right place because we can get and source human resource, the skillful human resource from the college. I'm looking forward to have or to build relation with the college so we can grow together.
After the event, Secretary to the Edo State Government, Osarodion Oge Esquire, consigned the MOU on behalf of the state government. From Benin City, A. Carter Ojesulu, TMC TV News.